Dwaekki.
Welcome back to I'll Make a Stay Out of You, the podcast where I, Phil, get to watch lots of Stray Kids content with my friend Tom. Tom, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
Guy. Great.
Good guy. Oh,
No,
that reminds me.
no.
Yeah, you got to do it.
I didn't put it on the soundboard. I'm sorry. Mea culpa. I will try to remember to do it. I planned on putting it on there. I promise.
Mm-hmm.
I just, because Logan was having a hard time at bedtime, it took forever, and so I didn't even have time.
Oh, sure. Blame it on your kids. Just like
I'll throw
parent.
the kids. I'll throw the kids under the bus. It's their fault. It's not my fault. Don't blame me. Don't look in this corner. It's fine.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Well, who's to blame for the kids in the first place?
Me and Jeanette.
Yeah. See, all the problems you put on your children, they come back to you.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's how it works. That's life. Jeanette is blameless. It's only Phil's fault. All right. Yeah, I mean, if you say so. I don't know. I feel like she had a part in giving birth to them in some way, but
it's a very small part. Very small part, but
very small part. Yeah. Very small. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we recorded yesterday. But we
recorded last week.
Right. Last week when we recorded, we talked a little bit about some SKZ Code, and then this week we're watching more SKZ Code because we watched Dwaekki's Gym. It was pretty good. What'd you think?
Yeah, I mean, it was a bunch of boys in the gym. That's for sure.
It sure was. They were interesting. These boys were very interesting. Yeah, I thought it was pretty fun.
I want to know what that little machine thing was that they.
The first one?
I guess it measures stuff.
It's one of those. It's got like a. I know it. I have some familiarity with the idea, but it's all hocus pocus, to me. So, it's supposed to like measure their like BMI and body fat percentage or whatever. Is it accurate? Who knows?
Yeah.
I think the only thing that is actually accurate is if you get like weighed in the little egg thing, you know what I'm talking about? It's like a sensory deprivation chamber that they like float you in, and they know how much water is in there. So like they measure like how much you displace and determine your density of your body. That's like probably the only way to actually know. But like, no offense to people who like are really into working out, and I think it is important to like stay healthy. Not that I do that, but like, like there's a lot that goes like when you start talking to people who like work out a lot, that is like, I feel like I start listening to somebody telling me about like there's always some like weird fad or something, and they're like, oh yeah, this is such and such, and if you hold this while you're curling your biceps, it actually like increases twice the strength or whatever. And I'm just like, yeah, man, that just seems like a lie. Like I don't know, like.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's a lot of like sketchy shit in workoutness out there. Yeah, a little bit of cult mentality, but I feel like these episodes were good, if only because they were good at like normalizing, kind of like, hey, like working out's not so hard. It's just some basic shit you can do. It's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, you really, I mean, if that's what you're going for, I'm not like, I don't want to hate on anybody that like, gets like invests themselves in all the science and everything, but you don't need to know about all of that shit. Like, you don't need that little machine to tell you what your numbers are. You can look at yourself in a mirror and go, yeah, I look healthy, or just like, if you can climb up, 2 flights of stairs without losing your breath, then you're like, okay, like I'm all right.
Yeah, I really appreciate Lino's philosophy to exercise, and he's mentioned it before, where he's just like, I want to exercise just enough so that I can die of natural causes at an old age. So like that's been his philosophy for a long time. He mentioned it again on these episodes. Like, Like, the man has a philosophy, okay, and I appreciate it. Yep. And he's unwilling to to really push it even for other people's entertainment. I loved like in these episodes, like his behavior is my favorite, or one of my favorites, because he was just like giving up early so that he could get into the beginner class and wouldn't have to do the hard things. And I was like, I love you, Lino. Like, this fucking guy. He was like, I can't do the plank. Oh, darn. And then like when they were like, you get into the beginner class, he was like, yes, get fucked.
Yeah.
It's so good. Yeah, I don't know. It's really fun. Yeah. Yeah, he's good. So it's Dwaekki's gym. Oh, what I should mention to people who are listening but are not in the Discord is that we have a little
website
little emote
you can go to called makeastay.com.
We sure do. And you can join the Discord. And if you do that, you can see that we've got a Dwaekki flexing emote that you can use. And it's literally from the Dwaekki gym episode. It's Jeanette's art, but she made it from the art of Dwaekki's gym, of him like flex. Yeah, it's great. I love it. So good. So, I'm just putting it out there that you could do that if you wanted. You could join us at any point. I know you're listening.
That's true.
I see the listens.
Yeah.
Get in the Discord. No, there's no pressure, but pressure.
Pressure.
Under pressure. There was a lot of touching each other's bodies in this these episodes.
Kind of a
lot of feeling around, getting a little adventurous.
Yeah, a little adventure. That's one way of putting it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Adventurous.
Yeah, adventurous. Yeah, they I mean, I was really happy to see Lino just like really go after a butt like right at the beginning. He just because they were all like giving hugs and feeling each other's muscles, and he was like giving a hug and with Changbin, and he just like hand went straight down and got a handful.
Mm-hmm.
He had to hit that. He had to grab a handful of cake. I should mention, because this is something that kind of came up in chat while we were watching, that Bangchan has a scandal. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. What could it be? What kind of scandal? If you had to guess what Bangchan's scandal is from after watching this episode, what would you think it is?
I don't know. Does he eat cake a lot? Does he eat a lot of cake? Is that what it is?
He does not know. It's not that. And it's definitely some like aunties just planting shit, or just bored writers lying or whatever. But like, he was accused in a magazine of having a BBL. Do you know what that is?
And somebody BBL?
Yeah, somebody asked him about it in a chance room, or mentioned it in a chance room, and he like read their question, and I was like, oh no, sir, please do not do that. Yeah, a BBL is a certain type of plastic surgery that is called a Brazilian butt lift.
Oh,
and it's okay. It's like butt implants. But the thing is that like, first off, it's ridiculous to say that, because the first thing, people, the article coming out now is saying, oh, it looks like he got a Brazilian butt lift or whatever, and he got this like surgery done. But it's like, my dude has had a huge ass since like pre-debut, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, this dude, like, he's been working out constantly. He said like one of his favorite exercises is doing deadlifts and stuff. Like, that he developed the butt on his own, and it's been there forever. So it's just like, that's why it was like so clear to me when the rumor first came out. I was just like, man, like, whoever wrote this does not know about Stray Kids, like, has not followed their content, hasn't watched these boys like since they started. Like, there's no way. But still funny, a little funny. Also, like when somebody actually gets a Brazilian butt lift, like it's kind of obvious because it's like, you know, like generally they don't look great. Like, you know,
the proportions are wrong.
The proportions are weird. Yeah. The proportions are very weird. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, right. Yeah. Perfectly round. Thighs don't match. There's a lot of weirdness that goes into it. So yeah, I'm just saying it's very clear that Bang Chan does not have that, but it is like kind of funny that that's his scandal. You know, other people are getting dating scandals and with him, it's just like, I'm sorry, his butt is too good. Yeah. We can't allow this. Like, it's pretty great. I don't know. It's pretty funny. I feel bad for him because I'm sure, especially after he said it like in Chan's room, that he had to be like, damn it. I mean, he probably knew. When he read the question, he probably knew about the rumor already. Like, he's an intelligent person. He probably brought it up when he saw the comment just to kind of laugh it off, if there was even a comment. Right. I've seen some people say that there's been times when he like wanted to mention something, and so he pretended like there was a comment that he was reading so that he could address an issue that wasn't actually even brought up in the chat. So you know, it's yeah.
Here's what I want to know.
Oh yeah.
What's
that?
I mean, this is you know, present in even American celebrity, like all celebrity culture has this, but like what is the motivation behind inventing a lie, like a negative thing about somebody? Like, okay, let's say he does have a Brazilian butt lift. Where does that take us? What's the result? What's the what's the outcome of us knowing that?
Yeah, right. Like, no, yeah, there's no benefit. It's literally just to get clicks, you know, and or to try and, I guess maybe they're trying to make some stays be like, oh, I can't believe he would get the surgery. Blue, you know, I don't know. They're just trying to shame him. And I'm like, okay. And like I mean, like the thing is that like this is the K-pop industry. Like people get surgeries done all the time. Like who cares? Like, yeah, it's like I just don't understand. If they, and I'm sure like a Bangchan would be like, why would I get a Brazilian butt lift before I got a nose job? Like, what are you talking about? Because he always talks about how he has this like giant nose, and he's like, I do have a big nose, and he like admits it, talks about it, whatever. But I'm just like, I could see that him letting it roll off his back a little bit, because he's just like, look, man, like there's bigger issues. Like,
yeah,
my ass is under my pants.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just. It's too funny. I don't know. And I love his nose. I mean, he makes fun of his nose, but I think it's so great. Yeah, there's a well-known quote where he says, "You know what else is big?" Oh.
You know what I think? I feel like how he probably feels. I mean, or at least I think he should in this case. And I'll throw in a little anecdote here. One time I was playing one of the Battlefield games. I don't know. I don't remember which one. Like 3 or maybe it came after. I don't know. But I had installed it on my secondary drive. And so when I went to play like BattleEye, which is like their anti-cheat, you know, program, installs on the primary drive, but I had to install Battlefield on my secondary drive. And so when I was playing the game, it was like, we can't find BattleEye because it's installed on your primary drive. So like it couldn't, I don't know. It didn't work for some reason. So I was like, well, I'm not going to uninstall and then reinstall, you know, just to get BattleEye to work. So I just like queued up for non-BattleEye servers, right? And,
sure, yeah.
And I'm running around. I'm not very good. Sometimes I'm okay, you know, but like one time I like in this server, it just happened that like these three enemies like lined up perfectly well. So I got like 3 headshots right in a row. And
Wow.
and then I got kicked from the server for cheating. Right. And it just made me think, wow, that makes me feel really good about myself if you think I'm cheating, you know?
Yeah, right.
So
yeah.
So I think he could say, "Oh, you think my butt looks so good that I had to like have surgery to get it looking this good?" Like that makes me feel good about it then, you know?
Yeah, I think that's fair. I hope that he does take a positive message away from it and not think about like, oh, great, like people are putting stories to be negative about me or trying to be negative about me. So that's yeah. He probably is like, hey, if you don't like my ass, you mad, bro?
You mad, bro? Play it. Do it. Push the button.
Okay, I'll do it.
And to the people who don't like it, you mad, bro?
Yeah.
You mad?
You mad?
You don't like his ass? I think that makes it better.
I do.
I think it makes me appreciate his ass even more, knowing that people think it's fake.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they spent a lot of time talking about asses in these episodes, but did not spend a lot of time showing them. So, like as lewd as they alluded to, they didn't really give us any good shots of these rumps, as it were. Because they like spent like a whole moment where Han like lifted up Ian's shirt and was like, "Let's stick that ass out," and they just like didn't really show much of it. And I'm like, "Come on, give us an angle. Come on, let us." If you're gonna go through the trouble of doing all this, like, come on, let us see it. Come on. This man bread gets on stage and pulls up his shirt now to show his abs. Okay, I saw it live. All right, he does it. And we talked about a while ago that we watched the choreo for Charmer, where Bang-chan does the little ass slap, like the air ass slap. Ian started doing it too.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying, he has become a man. Okay,
a manly
He's
man.
slapping asses. Bam. Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So anyway, in the episode, they started with a flexibility game, where they did rock, paper, scissors, and whoever lost would have to the winner would take one step back, and the loser would have to like keep one foot planted and slide the other foot forward, doing like a split. It was pretty fun. It was pretty silly. Yeah, it was pretty great. It ended up in a final round of Changbin versus Bang-chan, and Changbin won. So there you go. But they both really did a lot of good stretching. But I mean, like, you can only stretch so far, right? Even with cheating, Bang-chan had to give up. So it was interesting. I don't know. It was cool to kind of see them all having fun a little bit before they just started doing exercise. I think I was most impressed by in this like first episode by Sungmin's plank. Like, I don't know how I don't do a lot of exercise these days or ever, but I don't know how much plank I could do. I don't think much. And they had to do it for a minute, and I'm like, could I plank for a minute? I'm not sure.
I think you could.
Maybe I'll try.
I think
maybe I'll try.
Do it right now. And try it out.
I'm not gonna do it right now. It seems silly.
Why
but
not? I'll do it. I'll do it. Yeah, let's plank.
You'll do it right now?
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, I know for a fact that I can do more than
you know you can do it because you do like physical tests and shit.
Yeah.
I spent 2 years the longest distance I would walk is down the hallway to the office. And now 3 days a week, I walk up some stairs to my desk at work. And then I walk across the street at lunchtime. And then I bring food back to my desk, go upstairs again and eat it. And that's my exercise. So like, I don't know if I could do it, but I also don't think it would be very good audio content.
Yeah, like, there's no visual. We can listen to grunting, I guess. That's something.
Well, I'm not gonna like bring my microphone down there with me to the floor.
Yeah, we'll hear it. We'll hear it from a distance. I'll get down. I'll keep my headset on. You want me to start the timer? You want me to tell you when we're going?
What do you mean? You want to do it right now?
Yeah, right now. Get down. Okay, get down on your. Get down on your hands and knees right now, Philip.
I have enough.
I gotta push my chair up.
I have enough distance on my headphone wires, but I have to. They're like wrapped up. So just 1 second.
All right, I'm gonna.
Oh man.
Get the stopwatch ready.
It's gonna be so uncomfortable. I don't think you're supposed to do planks with headphones on, but I'm gonna try.
It'll be all right.
Oh God.
Now,
the problem with me.
Do you want me to stop it at a minute, or do you want me to just see how long you can go? Like if
let me go into perpetuity. Like tell me when a minute passes.
Okay, all right.
At least tell me when I've reached the milestone. That's what's important.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Should I say like, oh, almost there, even if it's like a minute 30?
No. Don't fuck with me. Just tell me the real deal. Okay.
Okay. All right. Hopefully you'll be. Oh wait, actually I can. All right, there's gonna be a little noise on this, but I'm gonna bring the arm down so that my mic is like right next to my face.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Oh my God.
All right, I can't get it all the way, but that's pretty close.
All right. Okay, I'm going down. I moved my mic a little bit. This is all I can. Oh shit! Do I have enough room in my office to do this? Did I just cut my finger? Maybe.
I should really vacuum in here.
Fucking Big Sam. Oh Jesus Christ! What are we doing? Okay, all right. I'm ready. Well, hold on. Do I get a
okay
in here? Yes. Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Your form better be immaculate.
It is. My ass is straight. It's all bad. I feel so bad right now. This is no good. But at least I'm. But the advantage I have is I'm very competitive.
We're 15 seconds in.
No,
Order of the way.
God damn it! No. It's no good. Oh, I'm not gonna be Lino.
Coming up on 30 seconds. All right, we're halfway there.
Okay, I'm not Lino. Fucking shit. Why?
$45.
God damn it. Hurry up, time. Fuck. Oh, no.
That's a minute.
Oh God.
Did you stop?
Oh, yes. Oh.
You did it. We all did it, hopefully. All right, I gotta get my chair. It's all the way back here. Are you still on the floor?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a nap. All right, hang on. All right, I'm moving my stuff here. Okay, all right. Wow.
See,
3 times a week?
Just that 1 minute.
Fuck. 3 times a day. Well, he said 3 times a day, not a week. Oh God. I have like a thimble full of water in my water bottle right now, so this is perfect. I'm so glad we decided to do this.
I'm sure if you ask nicely, Jeanette will bring you some water.
I know she would because she's my wife and she loves me. And we're only a couple of days away from our anniversary, 5-year anniversary.
Wow.
I believe that's the paper anniversary.
What does that mean?
Well, there's like a theme for anniversaries. Probably something that like Hallmark came up with, if I'm guessing.
Oh, sure, right.
So they could like sell shit. Or maybe it's wood. I don't remember. But what I do remember is that if it is paper, the good news is that we're going to be putting up little pieces of paper. It's wood. Okay, so it's not paper, but paper is made from wood. So it counts. We're gonna go to see the new D&D movie on Saturday. The kids are gonna go hang out. We're going to like a matinee. Like it's just gonna be like lunch, you know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the D&D movie looked real cool. So everybody seems to like it.
Yeah, hopefully it's
and
good.
Of course, I've been watching Dimension 20, so I'm like super in the D&D zone right now. And yeah, so it should be good. I mean, it'll at least be fun. And you know me, like I like movies, even if they're bad. So
yeah,
you know, it doesn't have to be good.
Sure.
Okay.
How you feeling?
Jeanette hasn't said anything in a while. I'm gonna go and get water. Let's just take a little break, okay?
Okay, sure, yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I should probably get some water as well. I have had nothing to drink today except for tea.
Oh, Jeanette said she's gonna get water. All right.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna go get some. I don't know what Anna's doing. She might be napping actually. I'll be right back.
That's all good.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
We'll cut this, or we can leave it. I don't know. Who knows?
We're gonna cut it. But no, trust me. I have something for this. Exactly. Rogue knows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean you have something for me to be gone?
Yeah. When you get back, then I can hit the a few moments later.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I gotcha. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I that was not easy. I shouldn't talk about it because I don't want to I don't want to poison the well or give away too much before Tom gets here, but like fuck. Okay. The sounds of misery. Yeah, it was not good, but I am very competitive. I am a very competitive person, which you wouldn't think so, but like I am. So I've literally looked into, I feel like, and I don't know if this is it won't be ridiculous to any of you, but I'm like, sometimes like it's hard to do things, you know, it's like hard to commit to like doing a thing, work on a project or whatever. And I want to have a poster with Bang Chan saying like stop procrastinating, you know?
All right. I'm back.
Welcome back. I mean, what I meant to say was
a few moments later.
all right, we've got water. I am tired.
How do your abs feel? Were you keeping them tight?
Like a toy go. Dude, I mean, like I look, ass in, no bend. I did it completely flat, you know, tightening my abs while keeping right angles on my elbows. Like I did it legit as I could fucking do it. Okay, nobody was in here, so nobody can confirm it, but like
I believe
if I was just gonna give up, I wouldn't have been like,
well, I don't know why you would lie.
Right, there would be no reason to.
Right.
I would, if I fucked it up and fell down, I would just admit it. Like that's funny too. Like
yeah, that's good content.
But I mean, especially like the last 15 seconds after you said 45 seconds left, I would just went silent because it was just like I just have to breathe and
focus.
get through this last bit. Because like I was like talking through most of it a little bit, and then I just got to a point where I'm like, I'm just gonna be shaking and I just have to breathe because otherwise I'm gonna fall. Like I have to keep going. So yeah.
So I have to do at minimum, I'm pretty sure is a minute 45.
Fuck, why?
But at some point, I don't know, you made me laugh, and like I was like, oh no, I'm faltering. So I had to like focus. I had to be like, no. Oh, let me ask you a question. Did you have your hands together or were they separated?
Separated. They were like shoulder width.
Yeah, you gotta keep them separated.
I'm not 100% sure on what the placement should be. Your palms supposed to be like even with your shoulders? Because mine were like slightly in front of me, which I think actually makes it more difficult. But like kind of like parallel to my face, you know? I don't know.
There's probably some way to cheat it a little bit, like put some weight back or forward or whatever. But
if Changbin wants to come to my house and teach me the proper form, like give me the adjustments and stuff, like he can come right over. Like it's totally cool. He can come on over, and he can just be my personal trainer, just for me, not for Rogue. Rogue doesn't need it. She's doing fine. But I need it, so he can come, like I'll do the bench press and he can, spot me by straddling over my lap. Dying. Okay.
All right, you calm down.
Yeah, sorry. It was too funny. Anyway, yeah, so planks. I wrote down in my notes, it's a test, not a game. And now I agree. And fucking Lino fucking gave up on that shit, and I understand why. Like that was a lot more effort than I wanted to put into that. So yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
The next thing they did was they did some jump rope. Do you ever do like jump roping? Jump rope?
Yeah, I actually I have a jump rope. I prefer, if I'm not biking, I prefer jump rope as my cardio. Instead of like running or walking or whatever. Or I guess I would swim. I like swimming a lot. But it's just such a fucking hassle to like go to the pool, so.
Right. Yeah. Is there like an indoor pool near you or on base or something? Or is
I actually don't know. I haven't even looked into it because I'm just like, I'm never going to go, but I have a jump rope, here, like in my house, for that. So that I don't have to go all the way to base for cardio.
I love swimming. If we had like a pool or just an easily accessible pool, and we have like a mildly easy accessible pool because Jeanette's parents have a pool, and we do go there like during the summer and stuff, and we'll go swim.
I'm talking about like a lap pool, not like a casual,
Right. I know, like, so they
pool.
have like a casual backyard pool, but I will swim laps in it and stuff. So, you can still do it. You just have to do like 14 times as many laps or whatever. But like, I don't know. It's just fun to swim. I mean, I used to be on a swim team and stuff like when I was in middle school / early high school. And it was just like, I just love swimming. I'll just swim all day long if I could.
Yeah. Swimming is a lot of fun, and it's like it's a lot. Like it's a pretty significant workout.
For sure.
Full body. You know what I want to get though? I think when we move, not into the next house, but once we get like our home,
Mm-hmm.
I want to get a rowing machine.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. That'd be cool.
Rowing machines are pretty fucking serious.
I have a stationary recumbent bike, and at work we were doing like there was like a fitness challenge thing where like you had to like, I use an Apple Watch, and you had to like track your like exercise every day, and so you had to like do it every single day.
Right.
And I would hop on the recumbent bike and then play Vampire Survivors, and I would just be playing Vampire Survivors, and then suddenly I would get like that ding, you've done all your exercise. So like that was perfect. Like I'm just like, not blinking, playing Vampire Survivors, and then suddenly I've done 30 minutes or an hour of exercise, and I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
did I?
That's what I would do.
I've teleported.
Whenever I would do like on long underways, there's like a bike. There are 2 gyms on the ship, but there's also right outside of my berthing is a bike, like a stationary bike. And so I would just use that because like I can, once I'm done, I'm fucking right next to the shower, so I would just get on the bike and I bring my tablet and I just watch a show. So I'm just sitting there watching a show or like listening to music or something, and you just fucking get lost in that, and then an hour later you fucking biked like 12 miles and burned a shitload of calories, and I'm like, hell yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah, it's interesting because like I like RPGs. Like that's the kind of game that I love to play. And so I have tried many times a bunch of different games, and like even though I'm on like a recumbent bike, I'm like I cannot pay attention to what I'm doing or the story. And so like Vampire Survivors like hits that little bit of niche where like, oh, I can like mindlessly play this. Like it doesn't take a lot of concentration. I only have to make a decision every couple minutes, like, and I'm just walking around. And so it's really perfect for that, because otherwise, like I've like when I first got the Switch, I was like, this is perfect because I'll take the Joy-Cons off and then I'll be able to play, and I'll like set it up like on a little shelf, that's on the bike. And I just immediately was like, I got to put these back and move my Switch because I cannot play. I can't concentrate on what's going on. Like it was a problem. So I ended up just watching shows when I was doing it before. But Vampire Survivors is a whole new deal, man. That's good. That's a good game. I haven't even played it. There's like a bunch of new updates. But,
oh my God. Animated popcorn. I can smell it and I want it.
Oh, popcorn. I love popcorn because it's delicious and filling.
You know what she does sometimes? She'll also heat up some Nutella and dip the popcorn in Nutella. And that shit fucks. Let me tell you. It's good.
It seems like a way of taking a kind of like lightweight, not heavily caloric snack and making it very heavily caloric.
Yeah, and?
No, it's fine.
What are you gonna shame me? Why don't you shut the fuck up? All right, how about that?
I'm not shaming. That's not what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Hold on, my cat's fucking around again.
I had a salad today. I didn't actually. I should get a new water bottle.
He snuck in here when Jeanette was delivering my water. Hold on. I gotta put my headphones on and a back.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
I was just teasing you about, that story that you told me, by the way. I wasn't being serious. I hope you know that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No,
I
know.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's I was thinking about, I was talking to Jeanette recently about like, I want to like pack my lunches because like I just keep eating the same thing at work, and it's like expensive to eat at the cafe and stuff, and I don't like it's not that good to me. Like I don't need anything special, so I was just like, can I just I would eat like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich every fucking day and it wouldn't bother me. And I know that like people are like, I want variety and stuff. But one of the things that I do, like it's important for me to feel full. And that's why I like popcorn. That's all I was getting at. It's like, I like popcorn because I can eat a lot of something, feel full, and it doesn't make me fatter, by doing it. So yeah, unless I eat an entire bag at once. But the kids don't let me do that because they'll eat it. So it's good.
Well, that's good.
Jump rope, right? I don't know the last time that I used a jump rope, so I can't really attest to that. What about they did some hula hooping? Have you done hula hooping?
This may come as a surprise to you, but I am not a hula hooper. No, so I have done it in the past when I was like, I don't know, 6.
Right.
But,
what? You know, when I was a kid, or maybe even in like middle school or whatever, which was a long time ago now, like I felt like I was just like, I could just do it. It was super easy. I was just like, yeah, look at me. Woo, 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 woo. And then like, I don't know if it was like a year ago or like a year and a half ago or something, but like there was like a hula hoop at like Jeanette's parents' house or somewhere. And I was like, oh, I'll try it. And then I was just like, I literally can't do this.
Oh,
like,
you
it
know
just
what?
does not work.
I think I might have done a little bit of hula hooping at the company that I used to work for with Constance.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
We had like a bunch of just random shit in that office. And I remember going in one day, like, it was like I don't know why I went in, but it was just Constance and I were in the office, and we were just like, let's fuck around with all this shit, you know? And one of the things was a hula hoop. That's where do you know the Band-Aid quote from Constance?
Yeah. Do you need a Band-Aid? I don't have a Band-Aid.
Right. Yeah. That's where that comes from. Because we were, I don't know, I like fell or something and scraped my elbow. And she goes, do you want a Band-Aid? I don't have a Band-Aid, but do you want one? It's like, that doesn't help me, but sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to write
I hula
down
hooped
here that
then.
Han was completely unable to do the jump rope. He was like, yeah, I can do this. And then he could do it if he like did like a big jump, like bending his legs way up. But they were like, no, you're just supposed to hop a little bit, because otherwise you're like bending your knees too much. Like you can cause like damage. Like you're just trying to get a little hop going to get the cardio. And he tried it a bunch of times and was like, I can't do this.
Yeah, I don't get that. It's not that hard.
I feel like I would be able to do it, but you know, it's like, I don't know. I also felt like I would just easily be able to hula hoop, but I couldn't do that the last time I tried. So
I don't know why. I feel like you could. I feel like you just weren't giving it a good go.
The hula hoop, maybe it was like the wrong size hula hoop. I don't know, but maybe. I remember like trying to do it and being like, Jesus Christ, I can't get it going. Like I don't know. Yeah, I have excellent rhythm, so I don't. Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. Was
there something wrong with the hula? Maybe it was the hula hoop's fault. You know, maybe it wasn't.
Could have been the hula hoop. Yeah, let's blame the hula hoop.
Yeah, fuck
this
that hula
hoop.
It's not you.
Couldn't be me. Couldn't be possibly.
No
way. Some of the other things that I wrote down. So Seungmin was really funny in this episode to me. He did a couple of things. Early or they were like practicing doing squats, just like standing squats. The beginner team was and as he was doing like his perfect squat, he had this like he like puckered his lips into like a kissy face. He was like, and I thought that was so funny. And then there was another point where somebody else was doing a squat and he was just messing around in the background, and he sat down on one of like the yoga balls. And then he did a choreo move from NMIX's like O.O, and he was like blah blah blah. I laughed really hard when that happened. I was just like, I cannot believe this is real. It was so funny. Yeah. O.O. It looks like a face. I don't know how they actually pronounce it when they say what it is. Do they say O.O? I don't know.
O.O is it? Yeah, it's a face.
Or they just say O-O? Are you serious?
O-O.
All right. Well, I guess that makes sense.
Do they say O-O or do they say ooh?
No, I think they say O-O.
Oh.
I mean, it's one of those things like, you know, like I grew up with the original Hunter x Hunter series.
Yeah.
And
people call it Hunter
at that
x
time,
Hunter.
Everyone was like, it's Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Because like that's what the name says.
Yeah.
But you're just not supposed to say the X.
Right.
And, you know, you learn that later and you're like, oh, oops, I guess it's Hunter x Hunter. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spy Family is the same thing. And literally, I already knew it because Spy Family is relatively new. I knew that this was a thing, and I immediately was like, Spy X Family. And then I'm like,
really?
What am I doing? What is my brain? It's Spy Family. Damn it. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, gun sword. I totally said gun X sword. 100%. I definitely did say gun X sword.
What's with the X?
You know, it's just it's for flair, you know?
Yeah. Sure.
You know. Yeah.
I guess.
The X there is to like show that they like combine. They're there to I mean in gun sword, right? Well, no, I guess in all of them except Hunter x Hunter. It's not like extreme.
They're combining
it's like
Hunter
that they're
with
together.
Hunter.
Yeah, so it's like it literally like gun X sword, gun sword. Guess what that is about? There's a gun sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one?
Well, I only remember there being one. I remember it being like kind of whippy, like the sword like kind of like rolled out.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. It's been a long time since I watched that. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, I don't think that it's so big of a crime to to pronounce things like that, like Hunter x Hunter, as it is to like say Naruto. If you're watching it, well, I guess maybe the problem is that they watch it dubbed,
the dub,
not sub. Yeah. Because if you watch it regularly, you'll hear how it's actually pronounced, and you're like, yeah, like how do you hear
Naruto.
how it actually is? And they'd be like, it's Naruto, you know.
Dude, I grew up with people saying Naruto,
or however. But my point is like, if the show,
it's a D for them.
Naruto. If you hear it, if the show tells you how to pronounce it and you still mispronounce it, that's more of a violation in my opinion than like pronouncing the X in a show that clearly has an X written in the name. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Like, because like the thing, like one of the things that happens, it's just with anything, right? Like in any video game that you've ever played that's like not voiced or, you know, whatever, like you'll see a name and you'll be like, I'm going to mispronounce this for 5 years until I meet Tom. And he's like, did you just say Ogremar? And then you're like, oh shit, yeah, I've called that since vanilla. Is that not what it's called?
Yeah.
And he's like, it's Orgrimmar.
I mean,
okay,
look at the letters.
Okay, it's pronounced the way it's written. And I'm like, fuck. I was Alliance. Like, what do I? I started on Alliance. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Okay, did you pronounce it Stormwind?
Huh? Stormwind?
Stormwind?
No, but like the thing is about Warcraft is I played Warcraft 3 and there are ogres, so it just made sense to be like, oh, okay, this is Ogremar.
Yeah, but
fair enough.
Is it the ogre capital or the orc capital?
I know now.
Based on Orgrim Doomhammer.
I know all these things now, but I'm just saying, like, you know, when you're playing a game for the first time and you've never run into anyone or said a name out loud, then you're just suddenly faced with like when you suddenly hear it in like an English voiced cutscene, you're like, that's how you pronounce that?
Yeah, honestly,
fuck me, I had no idea.
There's so one of the book series that I read, The Defiance of the Fall, one of the characters, I've never known how to say his name. And then like one day, I think I was on like book 5 or something. And I wanted to keep reading it, but I was also on my computer. So I put on the audiobook, like I downloaded the Audible, or I went to the Audible website and then just like queued it up. And so the narrator, right, the reader pronounced the word that I'd never been able to. So I just fucking skim right over it. You know, he's a main character and I don't know how to fucking say his name. And so I heard him say it and I was like, not how I would have said it, but whatever. I guess that's how you say it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think there is an important phrase that we heard today in English on these episodes. I wrote it down and I was looking at my page of notes going like, when did this happen? Like I wrote this down. I know it's in here. And then I turn the page and I find hamstring sausage.
Yeah.
Oh, hamstring sausage. I'm like, God damn it, Han, you're the greatest. Like, can you please, like, I want him to just invent new phrases. Just every SKZ Code, he just needs to say something in English that makes no sense to me, but is the greatest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And maybe he's, I imagine, like, what if we got into, because it seemed so out of left field. Like, oh, hamstring sausage. And then I'm just like, now that I'm saying it and we're discussing it, because I wrote it down and I was like, this is hilarious, random English. I'm like, does he mean that like their hamstring is like flexing and making like, you know, a single like a bar o muscle? Because like that happens, right? And I'm like, is that what he's talking about? Is he calling that like a sausage, like it's hamstrings? I don't know. Maybe I'm just giving him too much of a benefit of the doubt here, but I was just like suddenly going like, had a moment of clarity of like, oh, like maybe he's like actually describing like the way that the muscle was shaped while they were doing the deadlifts or whatever.
I don't know.
No, I'm giving him too much credit. All right, fuck
so,
it. I love his random English. It's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It didn't have to make sense. It's quotable.
Yeah, totally. During the advanced group, that's definitely when we got some interesting spotting technique. We had usually, I think Bang Chan was standing like in the back, like by their head, which is I think the traditional position for a spotter.
But you know, the problem with that type of spotting, if you really need the spotter, is that if they need to get in there, like if you're putting up some serious weight and they need to get in there, then rather than being over your chest, their balls are just dangling right in front of your face, like right there. You know,
if I am in danger because I've put too much weight on a bench press to the point where I need somebody to take the weight off of me, I don't care if their balls are resting on my face as long as they get the bar up.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
I know, and that's why it's like
fine,
right? It's not like frowned upon or anything because like people know that that's what you're doing there, but like still, so like when he's like straddling them, I didn't think anything of it because I'm like, I know what he's doing, right? Like he's there for a reason. But yeah, people in chat were like, why is he doing that?
But that's only for that. Look, yeah, there were other ones where like somebody was doing like a squat and like Han was like right behind him, got right up on his ass while he's squatting, and I'm like, you don't spot someone from there. he's just getting a full tilt. I don't know, man. Yeah. I was just like, this is great. I love this. And IN was like, these people are all perverts. It was so good. I love it.
Spotting sometimes makes you in some pretty get into some pretty close positions, but better safe than sorry, you know.
For sure. Yeah. I'd thought about it because like people say that like, doing weight training and stuff is like a good way, like adding anaerobic exercise, not just cardio, is like also a good way to burn a lot of fat. Like you'll drop fat and build muscle, which is great. And so I had thought about, I always like, obviously as with anyone who has like my kind of brain, you'll just be like, oh, wouldn't it be great if I cleaned out the garage and then had a project in there? And one of the things that I thought was like, what if we like cleaned out the garage and then we put some free weights in there, or so like a bench press or something, and then we could do some actual like muscle building exercises.
Dude, you're telling me. Oh my god. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, and so I kept, but I always thought about it because I'm like, well, like if like I'm just doing this at home, like I'm not gonna go insane crazy and be like trying to bench like 200 pounds, right? That's not what it's there for. But at the same time, I'm like, if I'm in the garage and like Jeanette's asleep or with the kids or whatever, like I'm in danger. And so I looked into because they have like setups where you basically have like a built-in little like cradle so that the bar can't come down all the way. Like it'll stop. Like it's like a existing built-in spot so that you can't like crush your throat. But yeah, I mean, like I looked into it, and of course it's like the furthest I've gotten on any of those projects is I bought a bunch of like crates to store, to like move. Like we have like boxes from when we moved into this house, and we've almost lived here for 10 years.
Yeah.
In the garage, like the same boxes have been in the garage for almost 10 years. So like there's shit that we don't need. There might be stuff in there that like, oh, well, it's in there because we would like to save that for someday or whatever. But like there's a lot of shit in there that we definitely don't need. And so we thought like, okay, we bought like a bunch of these bins and we were like, all right, here's the plan. Kids are going to go to bed and we're going to start like taking stuff from those boxes and putting it either into a bin or into a trash bag. And we'll just go through it. And yeah, we've never done it. So
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's
so
all right.
I had the same idea. I was like, I'm gonna turn the garage into like a little mini gym, and I was gonna buy a rack, or like a bench and a rack and some weights. But I have these like Bowflex, like select. Dumbbells.
Select your one?
Yeah, selectable dumbbells, and like they're great. Like I have them up here in the office, so like I'll use them up in the office. But I was like, I want to like have a dedicated space instead of it just being like here, you know, like behind me.
Right.
So I went on Amazon. I bought a bunch of like those, you know, like puzzle foam pads, whatever, so you can like connect them all together.
Oh yeah.
So like I bought a shitload of those because I was like, I'm gonna put them all down in the garage, and I bought some resistance bands and just like like a plywood board with pegs, like a peg board that I was going to put up, and like so I could put up hooks. I bought hooks so I could like hang up all the resistance bands and everything like that I was going to put in there. I got all of that. All of that is like ready to go. And then it got cold and I was like, well, I'm not going to stop parking my car in the garage.
Yeah, no, I get it.
So
yeah. Yeah, that'll happen. I mean, you know, it's whatever. At least you're trying, even if it didn't. You know, there's you know, no harm in trying something and not succeeding right away. That's fine.
Yeah, but I mean,
although Bangchan would tell me to stop procrastinating. So
right. Well, procrastination is one of my biggest issues. Like that's probably my biggest flaw in life is procrastinating. But at least I have them up here. Like I'll use, you know, I have the resistance bands up here too. So when I'm feeling like a piece of shit, then, you know, I just turn around and knock out a couple exercises with the dumbbells and resistance bands. So it's not all wasted. I just never put it downstairs. So whatever.
Yeah, it really became an issue because, like, you know, I have the recumbent bike, as I said earlier, and like, it's so easy for me to just like ride the recumbent bike, get a little exercise, like be a little healthier, right? So easy. But I think there's some kind of like mental block, right? Because I work in the office now, and so like even like I don't even want to play games in here, even though I have like, you know, a TV with a Super Nintendo hooked up and like I have like all these games, PC games, everything. And it's just like, nah, I'd rather go out to the living room. And it's just like, son of a bitch. Like, this sucks. Like, cause it just became like my workspace. And so like, I don't want to be in here after work. Like, yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Like, I'll get over it someday. I just got to get that poster. I just need a big poster of Bangchan saying like, mate, stop procrastinating. And then I'll be like, you're right, Christopher, you're right, Chris. Like, you're right. Yeah, I'll stop procrastinating. Yeah, talk to Cassie. Yeah, maybe I will talk to Cassie.
Who's Cassie?
Maybe I will. Who's Cassie? Longtime listener of the podcast, Cassie.
Oh, that cat. Okay, well, yeah. I thought you were talking about like some other person named Cassie, like that you knew in real life. Okay.
No. Well, I mean,
I don't know what that means. I don't know that Cassie.
Yeah. Well. Oh, I almost forgot. We have another song to listen to.
Oh, okay.
I know. So this is a song. It's a song by Changbin, Felix, and Sungmin. It's a SKZ record, if you will, and it's like a new one. They like release this. I don't think we listened to Volcano yet. There's another one called Volcano that Han released. And maybe we'll listen to that on the next episode.
Okay.
But this one's called Snain, and maybe I'll explain what that means, or maybe the song will. I don't know. Let me just share my screen. Boop. All right. And we can watch this. Let's check this
All
song
right.
out. See what
Fire
you
it
think.
up. Let me know what you think.
All right, that's Snain. What'd you think, Tom?
Well, the only thing, like, from the very beginning, what my mind was focused on was like, if someone were sending me that, I would like reply back immediately, just put it in one message, please. Don't stop sending me this many messages.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, because the video, it looks like they're sending like messages over and over and over, and there's no response back.
Yeah.
It's just one person being like, "Here, okay, this line." Like, Jesus Christ, could you please stop? Like, yeah, it was funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is how Felix is on Bubble. Yeah, like and Lino sometimes when he's in a mood, because Jeanette has Lino's Bubble, and it's like she'll just wake up and it'll be like, you have 60 new messages, and I'm like, what? Why? Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Like,
I do that sometimes. Like I'll send messages like that.
Yeah.
For effect, you know.
Right. Yeah. Like you're making a joke. You want to see the first part, and then you want to follow it up with the punchline. You can't write it all in one paragraph. It's not as good.
Right. Exactly.
It makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, that was a song. It was all right.
Yeah. We're not going to get a category out of you for that one?
Oh.
I thought we were going to get a bop, banger, or ballad.
I guess, I'm
shocked.
I guess bop.
Yeah, I think bop. I was surprised, if I'm honest, knowing that it was called Snain, which is a combination of snow and rain.
Okay, I was wondering what that was because the line is like Snain, and I'm like, what is Snain? What are we saying that's like? Because I don't know what like Snain is.
Yeah, I'm sure that this is not accurate, but when I was like a combination of snow and rain, I feel like that's just sleet.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I don't. but I don't know. What do I know? I live in Texas.
No. Okay, maybe this is the difference. Is I don't think this is physically possible, but sleet is like snow or hail that is partially melted. Therefore, it's like, you know, I don't know, wet like rain. But whereas like rain is just like straight water, and then like snow is like frozen, you know.
But
so maybe Snain is water and snow, or like rain and snow at the same time. You know, like there's two distinct things happening. There is rain and there's also snow. Like I said, it's not physically possible, but maybe that's what they mean.
Well, because sleet makes sense to me, because if I remember correctly, and you know, that perhaps I seem to, because like the last time we had like a big freeze here, not like last year, but like 2 years ago, there was like sleet one day and snow the next, and like we got everything. We got every flavor of winter mix, right? And so there was like our news, because we're in Texas, our news had to be like, okay, here's the difference. Snow is when this happens, sleet is when this happens, freezing rain is when this happens. Like they gave us the whole rundown, and I think I'm gonna be wrong. That sleet is snow that melts, then hits a new layer of below freezing air and refreezes. But maybe that's freezing rain.
I think that's freezing rain.
I don't know. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up.
I'm pretty sure what you just described is freezing rain.
Okay, I'm gonna look up sleet, and we're gonna get the actual definition of it.
Okay. I'm gonna sneeze.
Yeah. Okay. How does sleet form?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. You ready? You ready for this? Sleet occurs when snowflakes only partially melt when they fall through a shallow layer of warm air. The slushy drops refreeze as they next fall through a deep layer of freezing air above the surface and eventually reach the ground. So, like, kind of.
Yeah, it's like
I
it's
think
like
so.
shaved
So
ice.
then freezing rain is when the snow completely melts and then refreezes.
Right.
So, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. It's what's funny is like,
Or does it have to start as snow in the first place if it's freezing rain? Couldn't it just like be rain and then it freezes on its way down?
I don't know. It says it's snow. It says specifically snowflakes. So
For sleet or for freezing rain?
For sleet. For sleet.
Okay.
For sleet. Yeah.
Oh,
I think if it's ice the whole way down, it's hail. So
yeah. If it's ice the whole way down, it's hail. If it's rain and then freezes, it's freezing rain. And then if it's just water the whole time, then it's just rain.
Now here's the thing. All right. Okay. Don't jump the gun. All right. I'm already there. As I searched that, like the second result down was a Wikipedia article that was rain and snow mixed. And it's like, it's a precipitation composed of a mixture of rain and partially melted snow. So you literally can have rain and snow. So I guess.
All right.
Snain it is. Snain it is.
Snain is not sleet.
Snain is not sleet. I mean, the more you know, like we're learning things today.
We should get that on a shirt. Stray Kids. Snain is not
Snain
sleet.
is not sleet. Snain is Snain.
If we do scribbles tonight, we should add that to the word bank. Snain.
Snain. Well, I'm not gonna do it, but you can if you want.
Well, I don't have work
I got
tomorrow,
work in the
so
morning.
Fuck it.
I do.
How would you even draw that? Raindrops and snowflakes, obviously, at the same time.
Or one after another.
Well, you can't draw them
look,
both at the same time.
I believe in your power.
Yeah.
Does Tom know who is
I'm
in
an
Jim
amazing
Racha?
artist.
Tom, do you know who is in Jim Racha?
Chongbean, and that's all that matters.
It's true. I bet you could just guess.
I don't know. I mean, Chongbean, Bangchan, Han.
Yeah. Yep. And I think at times you could cycle in IN at this point, but there is one more who goes
Felix.
to the gym consistently. It's not Felix, although that's surprising.
I was
after
thinking
this
Lino.
episode. It's Lino, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. My man has the core strength. That's why it was so funny when he was just like, "No, not doing it. I'm going for the easy route."
Yeah.
Because like everybody knows that he's also like Mr. Workout. He's very consistent at getting to the gym. So, and he does like boxing and stuff. So, yeah, it's cool. All right. Well, if you want to continue following along with all these episodes and even listening live as we record them, then you could go to makeastay.com. And if you want to give a couple doll hairs our way, then you can go to our Patreon, which is also linked on makeastay.com. Or if you just want to, I don't know, like follow us on Spotify, that is also linked at makeastay.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, if you are if you want to like sponsor us and have us like do a little sponsor thing, we could consider it, but it has to be something that we believe in. So it better be good.
Yeah. We're not ready to sell out just yet.
Yeah, we're not sellouts yet. So Raid, Shadow, Shadow Legends.
Shadow Legends.
Yeah. Nope. We're
You're
not
gonna give
doing
them a
that
free
shit.
shout out? Okay, not doing that. Don't
No.
play Raid Shadow Legends.
Don't play Raid Shadow Legends. It's scummy marketing aimed at kids who have their parents' credit cards. So don't do it.
Yeah, it's true.
Let's see what else. Raid Bug Spray, however, that shit is amazing. You should use it if
Does
you
it
go
work?
camping. I don't know.
Great.
Probably.
Would you use that camping? Isn't that? It
No,
doesn't matter.
it's
Anyway.
like it's to kill wasps. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think that's right. All right. Anyway, okay. Thanks. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Jesus Christ.
Good guy.
No.